All right, we should be live. Hi everyone. I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, okay. So welcome to Dark Souls Any Percent. Kumul is with me today to comment over that. So
hello there.
So I'm just gonna create my class already. So as you can see, I'm starting Thief in this run because we need the Master Key in this run, unlike in all bosses or other categories. But yeah. Oh no, not customize. All right. I guess I should do a countdown. I don't know how it works for the countdown.
Yeah, you can just do a countdown. Brute should theoretically be in this,
All right.
but he isn't anymore.
Well, 3, 2, 1, go. So, yeah, welcome to Dark Souls 80%. This is gonna be pretty cool because although it's not super fun to run, I think it's very cool to showcase because it has some interesting glitches that are fairly new. So, but you've seen most of them already in the whole achievement race. So, but still, we're gonna explain that again. Thank you for the luck, everyone. So, as usual, we drop stuff that we don't need. So, and Asylum is pretty straightforward again, just with fire bombs. Finally, a real speedrun. So we don't need to pick up the shield, if we can even call that a shield.
Dinner plate.
And yeah, at least we don't need to go upstairs. So Asylum is pretty much RNG free in this category, which is pretty nice. I did call it a shield, yeah. This run is gonna use the Dragon Tooth, although it's not the fastest run that we can do. Theoretically, the Black Knight Greatsword is faster, but it's really faster only by... it's estimated to be like 10 to 15 seconds or something, so... And it's not like interesting enough to justify doing it, so nobody does it. But the route is pretty much the same, except of picking up the Dragon Tooth, you pick up the BKGS. So yeah, anything in the Asylum almost, because I'm gonna visit the merchant in Undeadburg, or yeah, Undeadburg, and we're gonna buy stuff to him. Stuff that we need, such as a bow, for example.
Yeah, we're actually not gonna do the merchant snipe you usually see in all bosses, for example, because the run is just not long enough to justify a 4 control. So we're just gonna go to him and buy stuff.
Rolls for the boxes. And here we go. Here's the merchant. So yeah, that was rapier, short bow, the east-west shield, which is the best shield in the game, obviously, and the rest of swords and arrows. Because having a bow is cool, but having a bow with arrows is even better. This room can be a pain, but here it just went well. Just kick this guy out of the room, out of the door. Is everything fine? Chat is telling
like your
that
bitrate is too high.
I'm not dropping any frames and my CPU is not overloaded, so...
What's your bitrate?
6000.
Yeah, you should lower that.
Do you want me to lower it? I can do that I can do that. All right, I lowered it. Well, now I'm gonna have a different RNG on Taurus, but it's fine. Which... So Taurus in this run can be annoying because we don't have anything to stagger him, unlike if we had a short sword. But overall, Taurus is not too big of a deal because every attack that he does can be strafed, so you just strafe everything.
Yes,
now
the second voice.
So now we get the Drake sword. So that's one of the reasons I had to buy a bow. So we can shoot this guy down. Buff the dagger. And 3 hits on the tail gives us the Drake sword. And we're gonna use that for the next boss. So upcoming is the Saints Gate skip that you probably seen in the whole achievement run. Skip that was actually found a year ago now, so I guess people are getting used to it. But still pretty cool to watch if you've never seen it. So we are not gonna go kill gargoyles now or ring the bells. Although we're gonna ring the bells in this run, but just not now. So just to quit out here because I have enemies following me, so quitting out allows me to de-aggro them. We're gonna bait this guy. Parry. Oh, rip. Nice. That's nice. Professional speedrunner, by the way. Alright, let's try that again. Dude, this guy is so triggering. Okay. Here we go. I'm doing some menuing while I'm doing the death cam because you don't really have other spots to do the menuing. Yeah, and now I'm using my keyboard to move around because the camera is kind of fucked, so it's much easier to move around with my keyboard. And during the skip, because I can do that, I'm just gonna use the bonfire because I don't have enough strength to use the Drake sword right now because I started as a thief and the thief has barely any strength. So yeah, what's happening is by reposting that enemy against the wall, I ended up triggering what is called death cam, which is a state where the game is not going to load or deload new assets anymore. And by doing that, it allows me to get closer to Sense Fortress without the game reloading the gates. So it's not really that I'm going through the gates, but it's that the gate just was not here. The gate was just not existent. And then I can just quit out to fix everything, and I'm behind the gates. So I didn't manage to trick the game into thinking it was confused, unfortunately, but that's pretty good nonetheless. So Sense Fortress, nothing unusual in there though. Yeah, the game gets confused.
Speedrunners are just not good enough to beat the game without cheating.
Yeah, I tried to beat this game without cheating, but I never managed to do it, so I decided to start cheating. Just gonna do a quit out here, because I would take a boulder in my face, so by quitting out it just resets the boulder. And you may wonder, if you're used to DS1 speedruns, why I'm not setting up RTSR. Well, that's because this category kinda sucks, and it doesn't use RTSR. So that's one of the reason now that this category, or this route exists rather. I think it's one of the best beginner-friendly run because it doesn't use RTSR, but it still requires you to move swap, which is a glitch that I'm gonna do soon, by the way, that we didn't explain. If you want to explain it, maybe more.
Yeah, I can. Move swap basically allows you to use some movesets, like some animations, some attacks from another weapon on a different weapon. And we achieve that by two-handing a weapon in the left hand, which you normally can't do. You can, for example, in Dark Souls 2, but you can't in Dark Souls 1. The only weapon that you can actually two-hand in your left hand is the bow. So that's why Capitain has a bow in his left hand right now. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna queue up the two-handing of the bow, and then before the bow is actually two-handed, during an animation, we're gonna switch it out, and that results in this case, the Drake Sword being two-handed in the left hand. And that allows you to use the attacks from your right-hand weapon on your left-hand weapon, specifically those attacks that the bow doesn't have. So a running attack, rolling attack, and plunge attack.
So the attack that I just done here, it's the attack from the rapier, not the Drake Sword. So because we don't have RTSR, Iron Golem is quite a fucking meme, because we do no damage at all, so... Okay. So the timing to make him fall off can be kind of annoying, but we should be good, yeah. Good bomb cycle. I'm not doing the insane siege strat to backstep through the fire, because it's consistent except when it's not, so... And here we go, Analondo. So we didn't kill Gargoyles, Quillag, didn't ring the bells, and here we are. So...
Literally cheating.
Yeah. Family friendly stream, sorry, I'm gonna watch my language. So I still have quite low stats, so I'm gonna level up here. I also need this bonfire for later on anyway, so I'm gonna get some endurance that I don't really need right now, but I have extra souls. Right now I really need 27 strength, which is the minimum to wield the Dragon Tooth. Sorry, Zero. So on this elevator, using some souls, because I need some, so... So Analondo doesn't have anything special in this run, but at least we have the rapier, which is... We have a rapier and the Drake Sword, which is basically all you need to go through Analondo. Because the rapier can be used to do running attacks on the rafters here, or the painting gardens rather, while I'm on the rafters, if I need to, and the Drake Sword can be used on the Silver Knight archers. Also, oh my dog. Okay, the run is blessed. I just saved like at least 35 minutes with this jump, I think. What the? Oh my. Okay, never mind. I've never gotten hit by a throwing knife here. What the hell?
Oh yeah, damn, okay.
RIP. Yeah, we don't have RIP. I tried. Nothing I could have done. It was a nice run, but it's over now. Yeah, I didn't get... So that's a meme jump that saves at least a second.
Shoutouts to Fiber.
Mm-hmm. So here I'm gonna use audio to know if the guys are attacking me. So you can listen, and if they're shooting a spear, they will do a noise, and you can strafe it. Or they don't. They don't attack at all. That's good too. And here I hope I can use the Drake Sword because it's the best thing ever. Oh, yes. Oh, look at that. Oh. I will never get tired of that. Doesn't matter how many times I do it. So close your eyes, guys. Close your eyes. Don't worry, nothing is happening. I'm not taking a bonfire. No.
Do I see it right that we have some time for donations now? Since we're not
yeah, we
taking
have
that
like
bonfire.
we have a minute or so.
Alright, we have $20 from Anonymous with no message, then $10 from the Shadow Bit saying, "Don't lie, we know you love Hydra." And $10 from Not Really Anonymous saying \mulcat /. Thank you for your donations.
I wonder who that was.
Okay. I don't even know if it's faster to bone back when you take the bonfire, but
It's faster to bone back then.
yeah. So the most interesting and skill-based fight of the run. So because this run does not use RTSR, we do very low damage. So I'm gonna mid-roll. So I'm gonna need 3 running attacks on Ornstein to kill him, which is quite a lot compared to other routes, where it's usually 2. So hopefully this goes well. Alright, good opening. Alright, so in actual runs, I usually don't do the fight with full HP because it's faster to just not heal. But when you're full HP, tanking and getting hits can actually be strats, like I did here. So that went pretty good, actually. But yeah, you do so little damage here, it takes a while to kill Super Smo. But yeah, that went really nice, so... So we also dropped things that we don't need anymore, such as the dagger and the Drake Sword. Love your Drake Sword, but you gotta go. So here is one of the instances where you would quit out, because we are running by in-game time. So it's faster to just quit out than opening the door, but for Marathon you don't usually do it. So, like I said earlier, we're still gonna ring the bells in this run, so that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna kill Gargoyles and Quillag now, so... Also for warping reasons, for bonfire reasons, I mean, I warp first to Fire Link before warping 200 Parish, because I'm gonna bone back multiple times to Fire Link, so in the end it's worth, it's faster to just do that before Gargoyles. Instead of, like, you know, straight up warping to 100 Parish. So, Gargoyles being an early game boss, and we now have a Dragon Tooth with move swap. Yeah, the fight is gonna be fun. Gargoyle is pretty fun.
Did you explain already why we're ringing the bells?
No.
Yeah, we're ringing the bells because we need to place the Lord Vessel. And we need to have access to the Fighting Altar to get to the end of the game.
I got wrecked.
Oh, dang. And there are 2 ways to do that. One is through 4 Kings, and the second one is to ring the bells and dropping down in the in Firelink. And it's just faster to do Gargoyles and Quillag.
Yeah, because we're gonna do a wrong warp at the end of the run, and for that wrong warp to work, we need to have the Lord Vessel as my last bonfire. So it might sound weird for an any person run, but we're actually gonna go to the DLC in this run. So That's the point of the run. It's to reach the DLC as fast as possible. So, and we need to ring the bells. Also, that's also one of the reason we need to open Duke's archives, because we need to kill the pendant golem for accessing the DLC. Alright, I'm just gonna do it the proper way. That's not the proper way. Oh, monkey shake. Okay. So here I've done what is called ladder move swap. So instead of using a jump like I've done up until now to set up my move swap, I'm using the ladder. Also, I'm a super ultimate peach, so I'm gonna heal before gargles, because it's a very hard fight. Like high gargles. Oh, stagger. Oh, bye gargle. So this is a pretty cool fight. What do I need? I remove that. Alright.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, we have $2 from Fiber saying, meme jump? Really?
Wow.
And on that note, I want to remind you that you can put your donations not only towards challenges, which there is the randomizer race all bosses, game speed 1.5 times. That's a nice challenge. But you can also donate towards polls. For example, in the relay race, Dark Souls 1 Team X has to do DLC without move swap, for example.
Oh god.
That's also something you might want to see. So get your donations in.
Playing this game without cheating. Impossible.
So, this dude in the golden armor, yeah, he's a douche. We're gonna kick him off. Get the ring.
Doesn't that make you a douche?
But I know it's gonna be a douche later on, so I'm pre-douching him. I need to dupe here for, so the Dragon Tooth is super heavy. Even if I have the Fap ring to help me fast roll, I'm not gonna fast roll up until Hydra. So I need 25 endurance, which is quite a lot. So that's why I'm duping souls on my way here. Yeah, so if you're not familiar, Fap ring is the favor and protection, the ring of favor and protection, but everyone calls it the Fap ring. It's a pretty OP ring that gives you 20% HP, 20% endurance, and 20% equip load. So really necessary. And here, blight and drop. Now runs that are doing blight and drop are old school. Still pretty neat skip, I guess. So now we're heading out to Quillag to ring the second bell, like we explained earlier. Although Quillag is not as free as Gargles, like Quillag can sometimes do some really stupid attacks that you cannot avoid, or I mean that you can avoid, but it wasted like a ton of time. Or she does weird lava attacks that surrenders, like surrounds you. It's pretty stupid, but still, it's like I have quite a good weapon, so it should be fine. But yeah, like I said, pretty marathon friendly run, because healing here is it's actually strat again, so like it's a really safe run. Like the fact that it doesn't use RTSR means that I don't need to have constantly my HP under 20%. So it allows for mistakes. Alright. Oh, sword opening, that's pretty rare. We didn't get the counter hit. Alright, she's dead. So doing Sense Gate skip first and allowing you, and doing the bells later allows you to remove a lot of backtracking. Because if you have to do Gargles and Quillag first, you have to do some backtracking. So, for example, taking the Undead Parish elevator, that's something that you don't have to do anymore. So, Even if we still have to, still better to do it now. And now we can finally place the Lord Vessel, so... We ring the bells, I have the Lord Vessel, and Fremt is here, so I can just jump down and place the Lord Vessel. Right now I need it to remove the Golden Fog Gates. So I'm dropping the shield here because I'm gonna buy a better shield, although it's not really needed. I know when Nax was doing 80%, he was not buying the shield, but it's kind of how you wish, I guess. So I bought here the Crest of Artorias, which allows me to open the door in the forest. I bought the Weapon Smith box because I will upgrade the Dragon Tooth to +1. Since Hydra drops Dragon Scale, is it Dragon Scale? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's used to upgrade it. And I also bought a shield. The Caduceus shield, the only shield that you're allowed to buy. It's the
kind
best.
of convenient that Hydra is required for the DLC because that means you get a free Dragon Scale, which helps Dragon Tooth.
Yeah, the damage is going to be pretty bad though. Like Hydra is by far the worst part of the run because it's a 4 cycle if you throw your fire bombs. So I have 5 black fire bombs left from my gift because I started Thief with black fire bombs. So I started with 10 fire bombs. I used 5 on the Asylum. And now I have 5 left, and I'm gonna use those on Hydra. And you need to hit all of them in order to get a 4 cycle, so. So here I'm getting the 25 endurance that I need. Although I'm not gonna fast roll for Hydra itself, because using the shield, like the shield is heavier than the rapier, so. But yeah. It doesn't matter too much for Hydra. Yeah, so we're gonna do a wrong warp in this category, but it's we're not gonna close the game, which is why it's a different category than any % force quit, which finishes the game in 20-ish minutes. Okay.
Yeah, force quitting the game is generally banned across all categories in Dark Souls 1, so it's not considered any %.
Yeah, because force quitting the game can have other side effects than just wrong warping you, such as allowing you to go back in time into your run. Alright, so I do a jump, a roll, 1 bomb on this head, 1 bomb on this head, and then I hope for a good attack. Yeah, nice. I can cut the head. I was supposed to do a jump attack. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it's alright. Throwing fire bombs, waiting for the next attack. But I'm gonna try to salvage this by duping this bomb. Alright, we got a dupe, nice. It's the 3rd head. Yeah, look at that, like that's so stupid. I cut the head, I roll backward as fast as I can, and it still does a range attack. So, that in run would lose me like 10 seconds or something. No, 5 seconds, I don't know. Yeah, here we go. Pretty good though still. I've gotten way worse of a Hydra fight. So now I can fast roll with my move swap. So now we're gonna need to kill the pen golem. We don't even one-shot him. We do so little damage, we don't even one-shot the golem. Yeah, that dupe was really...
the one in Dukes.
Hmm?
At least you one-shot the one in Dukes.
Oh yeah, I do because of Hydra.
Yeah.
With +0 I wouldn't. So here I need to R1 as well. Alright, we talk to that grill. Hi, what's up? And we can move back. So now I can upgrade my Dragon Tooth to +1 and go to do Dukes. Whoops. I'll blame the bad menuing on Cold Fingers. Yes, I will be that guy, yes. So we're not gonna kill Seath, we're not gonna go further in Dukes, we really just need to kill the golem to get the pendants to access the DLC. So, but yeah, I feel if you have a few donations, it could be a good moment because I'm not going to do anything for the next minute or so. So,
I was about to ask, actually, since I somewhat know this route. We have $20 from Anonymous saying Greece from Germany. And then we have Typo coming in with a $50 donation,
Dang.
who is saying, I can't take you seriously with that anime avatar. So thank you all for those donations. And we are quite close to $5,000 in total. So yeah, keep it up.
So yeah, we need to access the DLC to get the item that we need is the purple carrot crystal. So it's an item. It's a PvP item for the PvP arenas in the DLC. That is just made usually to like the intended use is just to allow you to go back to Ulusil, and that item is quite broken. So we're gonna be able to wrong warp with it.
We still don't fully understand why it works, but we have a general idea.
All right, just kill the golem, bone back ASAP, and now we can go to the DLC. So yeah. Also, that's one of the things I love about doing routes that don't have the grass crest shield. So the grass crest shield is a shield that you can grab in other runs that allows you to that gives you a stamina boost, which means that every time you're not fighting, you have to switch back to the shield because it saves time on the running segments. But in this category, you don't have it, so I can just keep my Dragon Tooth all the way along. So it's pretty relaxing. It's like you don't do anything. It's just like, all right, you kill the thing. Now we just move to the next one. Yeah, move swapping is like one of the hardest trick, but because of the fact that you do it so often, you start like you get consistent at it, or you get consistent enough to do runs. Like you can speedrun this game for like 2 years and still miss move swaps here and there. So
We need a broken pendant in any percent because we need to go to the DLC. Because there's an item in the DLC that allows us to wrong warp into the kiln. You will see the item, the wrong warp after Artorias.
So because this is a great route, I can take this bonfire without losing too much time. Because I'm not using RTSR on Gordon anyway, so like in other routes you would lose your RTSR because that like resting at the bonfire heals you. And in Dark Souls 1 you need to rest at the bonfire for that bonfire to count. Like lighting a bonfire in Dark Souls 1 pretty much does nothing. So yeah, that's optimal pitching. Oh, I tried. Okay. All right. He didn't want to. He was just like sitting there. So you can get if you get a counter hit. So if you hit Gordian while he's trying to jump away, you can kill him in 3 move swaps instead of 4. But I didn't get it here, so. Also, what I just said about the bonfire before Guardian, well, same thing here. Why not, am I right? Because I can. This is not where Gwyn is, yeah. Streamer, you're going to the wrong way, I think. So yeah, we don't have full control in this run, so I'm just gonna have to go all the way around the old way. So you can see how beautiful the Royal Woods are.
Sounds like a great time to plug the charity.
Yes.
Okay, first one donation we got is from Ulog. I think that's the name. $20 saying, "Good luck, man. Enjoy your runs."
Thank you.
And we're doing this event for Save the Children, who, well, help contributing to saving children making it possible for them to have a better future and visiting schools, getting medicine supplies and other stuff. For example, every day more than 16,000 children die before reaching their fifth birthday, mostly from preventable causes. An example of such cause is diarrhea, which is one of the top killers of children under 5 globally. It only takes $1 to provide one person with treatment against diarrhea. $1 between life and death. If you'd like to make a contribution, you can do so by typing !donate in the chat and following the instructions. Thank you.
So I'm gonna do like what I call semi-pitching here. It's when you take the bonfire, but you don't take the shortcut. So I'm just not gonna take the shortcut because it should be fine. So again, Artorias is really orange when you go for good times. Because, well, you don't do a lot of damage and some attacks are really good, some are really bad. This is really bad, for example. And yeah, he's kind of derping around.
Artorias AI is not that great.
Monkey shake. Do something. Alright, this attack is free. Alright. That was okay. So now that we are here, that's what I'm coming for. This PvP arena. So just by entering it, I received the purple Chaos Crystal, which we need for the Wrong Warp. So I'm gonna equip it. And now I can go back. So the only reason we go here is just to get that item. That's the only reason. And now I need to go back to the Lord Vessel.
Yeah, that item is specifically what allows you to wrong warp without closing the game. The normal use of this item is if you are in the Stoicism and you're online, then using that item puts you basically just at the bonfires, where you can enter the different arenas. But with a different glitch called item swap, we can actually force the usage of the item without actually being in the arena or online. And if you use that crystal, and before it takes you to the where it wants you to take, if you use a bone or a dark sign, you will actually wrong warp. And the wrong warp, it will wrong warp you to a special location in the area where the bonfire, where your last bonfire is. So that's why we need to rest at the fighting altar.
And that's what I'm trying to do here. Unfortunately, it's kind of random if you get it or not. The trick isn't random, but the variables are basically too precise for you to be in control of what's happening. So what I'm trying to do is I'm canceling the animation of the crystal with the fall, and you continue the animation on the ground with the Estus, or it's something like that. I don't know exactly, but the game allows you to drink the Estus, but uses the effect of the purple crystal instead. It doesn't work now.
Yeah, this trick is really precise.
Yeah, as you can imagine, it's really fun to get outskilled when you do a run by this trick. Yeah. I'm gonna actually run out of Estus Flask. Nice.
Do we have time for one quick donation?
Yeah.
Alright, we have $5 from Emerald Alley saying, headed to bed now, but I just wanted to say how proud I am of this great community to have put together such a wonderful event, and how proud I am to be even just a tiny part of it. Good luck to Toinon the rest of the way. Toinon Ha. H.
Thank
and
you.
Everyone go fast.
Thank you, thank you. So here we go. That's what happened. So I got the animation of the Estus Flask, but it used the purple carrot crystal instead. So if I didn't do anything after that, I would have been warped to Ulusil. I just would have been warped to Ulusil. So it would have worked the way it's intended. But if you use a dark sign before that, then it wrong warps you to the location of where you last rested at. And oh boy, where did I rest at before doing the glitch? Oh, Falling Altar. Oh, I'm now in the kill. Oh.
Franker Z.
Yeah, dogs, by the way. So that allows you to wrong warp without closing the game, which means that it fits outside of any percent force quit.
Frankazy, 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 Frankazy.
And now Gwyn is some fun. I'm not gonna do the parry Gwyn because it's annoying. There's a strat where we can parry Gwyn at the end, but so I'm just gonna move swap Gwyn if he allows me to, because it's not the most consistent thing ever. Yeah, okay, should be good now. Usually it's the first, like once you get him in the stall lock, it's pretty consistent. And here we go. That was Dark Soul.
What was the time?
Not yet. In time. So it's a 38:18 in-game time. I have my timer on the side.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Alright, just one death in Hollow Room. That's fine.
Yeah, went pretty well actually.
Yeah. But like I said, it's a it's a very marathon-friendly run, so
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Skip the credits because I don't know how loud it is for you, because you might like not hear me if I don't skip the credits. So yeah. So the final time is a bit higher, but we count the final in-game time at the credits usually. So yeah, that's 4 minutes behind my PB. Yeah, so the record is at 34 flats. So yeah, just by playing a bit safe, you end up with a nice run. So I'm really happy that I was expecting getting like completely destroyed by ONS, but ONS went really well, so that's nice.
Skill based.
Yeah, pure skill based. Too bad I got outskilled by item swap at the end. I need to practice item swap a bit more. Item swap, by the way. Oh wait, wrong game. So yeah, that's it for me, I think. So thanks everyone for watching. Stay tuned for the best Dark Souls 2 category coming up. The only acceptable
RBO.
category.
The only category.
Yeah. Random bus order. Gonna be some spicy runs. So yeah, I guess it's good for me.
All right. Are we